Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Full Circle with Joyce. We want to shift gears from that very heavy and very intense discussion, but very important nonetheless, into another important discussion, but hopefully lighter now that we have Benjamin Zulu here in studio with us. Karibu sana.
Asante.
You're well?
I'm well.
Good, good. We want to talk about 5 deadly sins in a relationship. Now, of course, hopefully any relationship can be saved, and most relationships actually do recover from, various challenges. But perhaps are there particular things that these ones it's like a death sentence to the relationship? Is there a line that one crosses that is almost impossible to recover from? The individual may heal, they may even choose to forget eventually, but does that relationship recover? Or is the damage then irreparable? All right. Joining us here once again, we have Benjamin Zulu. And what do you think about that statement? Is there a line that relationships can cross that, as in, that's it, there's no turning back?
Yeah, there are some things that once you see them, you're supposed to be very afraid. And all of them touch on disrespect.
Oh, okay.
Let's first start with those who marry when they have a child, and then the partner is cruel to the child. Cruelty to a child, for me, is something that should not be tolerated. Right now, we have adults. I'm dealing with adults, Joyce, who were hurt by the other parent, especially step-parents. One parent came with a child, especially the mother comes with the daughter. And we also know that when the dad had a child, many stepmothers have been very cruel to the child. I want to ask us not to tolerate any abuse to a child. This is a particular situation, and I've seen that is a cause of a lot of troubles. I saw a woman who the man is cruel to the children, and ask her, why did you protect your children? I must stay home, mom, I have no money. And I thought, what is this stay home? You don't choose to stay home. You need money. And people tell me, he provides everything, I'm staying home to have time for the children. People have all these justifications, and I ask them, yes, it's sometimes because of, we are not saying you should not, but sometimes life can force you. If a child is unwell and they need close care, that happens. But there are people who, they don't stay because of the sickness of a child. It's a posting life they adopt. I must stay home, mom. They even parade it like it's a position.
Right.
There's something proud about, to show how provider the husband is. And I ask them, look, you're putting yourself in harm's way. What if, God forbid, the man died and you have not gained any skills in life, no savings, no money? What if he abandons you? How do you buy the finer things to make yourself glow as a girl? Okay, he provides, but there's some things in your life that you should not even tell him about. Some shameful, embarrassing needs among your own people. Your brother got himself in trouble, got arrested by police. They realize to do weird things. You're caught in the middle of the night. Dad drank himself silly, needs to be bailed out.
Yeah.
There are some things in your life that you need to do what the children of Noah did. He drank himself silly, they went covered him in the shit. You need some money. The Bible says money answers everything. I've seen children exposed by abuse from the step-parent because this parent is a stay home and they have no money. Even if you're at home, work from home then. Do something yourself. Some have traveled abroad and they need a period before they can qualify to work. Some circumstances demand.
Yeah.
But even here, while most of the cases are here, I see them here. Your child, and it just takes one filthy hand to touch the soul of a child, and that child will be twisted for life.
I mean, it completely makes me think of our previous guest, because she started by saying when she was 10 years old, an uncle came to stay with them and he defiled her.
Look at that. Part of what we want to see is your own relatives, Joyce, your children must come first. Not my brother,
Exactly.
Not my sister, not my uncle,
Not even your spouse.
This child is so vulnerable. The spouse is an adult.
If your spouse is doing things that are wrong, it is not okay to justify that by saying, but they're my spouse.
And we look the other way because we are afraid of losing them. Let me tell you the statement of reading character. People can fake being good. Maybe they are loving to you. But if they are cruel and unkind to the child, people can fake being good, but they never fake being bad. So if they are being good to you and bad to the child, the badness is the true character.
Right.
Is the true character.
And also, I think a lot of us get it twisted that, okay, let me just say for me at least, my sort of priorities in life is that it's God, husband, our children, and everybody else then follows after that.
You're right.
But I find it very weird when people say, so almost try and justify this cruelty to their stepchildren, especially now with sort of the examples that you've given, because you can't say that that person loves you if that is how they're treating what is of you.
and many people are ashamed of their child. They even try to hide the child.
Yeah.
So during the dating, and just one of these days, we need to discuss this. Women who are dating, having children, I have equipped them. There's some things I keep telling them. The fact that you have a 10-year-old child, that's a 10-year proven record that you can take care of another person.
Wow.
You are selfless. You are more balanced. In fact, I tell guys, when you marry a lady with a child, one guarantee is your marriage will never be childless.
Wow.
Other people are doing a guess and praying, but you are sure it's a child. The other thing is, I tell women is, you need to make your child a part of you because they need you to survive. If you abandon them and be ashamed of them, and when you are dating, you hide them, you don't try to talk about the child, you damage their self-esteem. You make them feel unwanted. You make them feel damaged. And you will suffer for that because they will always be your child. When they become useless and they can't manage their life, they will always fall back to you because this is your child, So part of it is to people, be happy of your journey. And when you have a child, make the child your journey. Another thing is to warn these teenagers who are playing with the pregnancy, that pregnancy is a lifetime thing. It will cost.
A baby is not a toy.
You don't.
It's not an accessory.
Do you know how 22-year-olds put it? He asked me to get pregnant. You gave a guy a baby as a token of appreciation for dating you. Now you are sitting.
Do people actually say that?
They talk like that, we realize we're together. Or they put the cart before the horse by moving in together, starting living together. Or other people tell me weird things. Because of lockdown, he lost his job. We said, let's live together. We save on costs.
Because we are saving.
And then they told me, when he finally got money, he abandoned me. But you see, you are just rescuing him and he got rescued.
You know that emoji for facepalm? That's exactly what I'm thinking. It's like,
So children are born because of lack of planning.
Yeah.
Lack of people don't foresee that it is possible when you live together, you might end up. Then the child is born into confusion. So some of this cruelty, some of this unkindness can be foreseen. And I tell people, before God, you learn some more for your child than you learn some for your spouse.
wow.
If you have to choose your child.
Hey, okay. I want us to move on to the second one. And again, we're talking about 5 deadly sins in a relationship. So we've said cruelty to a child, be it a stepchild or a biological child. And then secondly, sexual perversion.
Let me tell you, that is very key. Anybody who does anything that is violating, especially the perversion, they usually direct it towards a partner who, today there are women walking around with diapers because the man just won't have the natural sex, he wants the other one. And I've seen women who look dignified, carrying themselves, but when they come to the counseling room, the things they tell you, you wonder, Mom, why did you put up with that? It's because of low self-esteem. Because one of them said they started that when she was expectant and she could not have the natural sex, and the man continued that even after. Now she has to carry diapers and she's mature. She's a woman that is something. I want to tell women not to allow perversion in the name of meeting the needs, because she says he will tell me if I don't meet his needs, he'll have to go out. Let him go out. But my God, your self-respect is, oh my God, don't be reduced to a thing. Right. Because now you gave in, he's still going out, because now you can't hold, you have to put, you still lost him. Yeah. Remember, there's no choice when somebody asks you to do this or disrespect you. You don't have a choice. So another perversion is towards a child. Those indecent touches, those small things, Joyce, that's so traumatizing. I meet people, today I'm dealing with women who are 50, 40, tell me because of an indecent touch by one of the parents, because of an auntie, because of a husband who said an indecent touch. That don't have sometimes, rape is very bad, but sometimes people don't see the seriousness of these other things.
Yeah.
If you're risking anything like that, and that's why I encourage people, if you're not sure, put a camera. Install that nanny camera. Watch over. If you are not sure what is going on, if you suspect something, and that's why, Joyce, every day, mothers who are working, see your child before they sleep. Make sure you arrive early, talk to your child. You can see whether today they are worried, whether they look stressed. Even when they are asleep, you can see sadness. Don't let a day go and another one you have not seen your child. Even if they are with the other partner, it's okay. Be part of the journey yourself. Because some people were sodomized, especially fathers and their sons. Joyce, we tell women is, that is still your son. Even if he's with his father, there's a place for you as a mother. There's some things, women have that emotional antenna. They can see, they can pick things. And there are other people who keep bringing house help to church. I tell people to give house help a leave every Sunday, so that you can be with the children without the house help.
Right.
So that they can tell you things when the house help is not there. Right. It is also a double purpose. You give the house help rest. Let them rest that Sunday. Let them go to another church. And these house helps, tell them, don't go to the same church with your boss. The children will see you and run to you. You never have rest then. Go to a different church so that at least you can rest. See your friends. Have another life. Reflect on your life. At the same time, you as a mother, have time with these kids and get to see whether they are, you can observe things. Abuse never happens quietly as we think. It's because we are ignorant and we are not listening. So sexual perversion should not be tolerated. negative because it damages the children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that you've touched on it as it's sexual perversion, not just to children, but even in a
Yes.
marriage relationship, a solid relationship,
I've seen
there
many
could
cases.
actually be sexual perversion.
I've seen many cases, and just in fact, another time we'll discuss that more even. The way a person makes love to you can tell you whether he respects you, sees you as precious, or he sees you as an objectifiable person.
Right.
People, even as people praise you, they should not reduce you to parts. This part of your body, this part of your body. There should be an overall dignity, and should be somebody to treat you with respect.
Yeah.
You must feel respected. With
Yeah.
the moment you start questioning whether that is good, by the time you question, that thing is not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Very important point.